Heath Klein from Woodland Hills, Warner Center. And I know you like to take notes and do it, but we're asking if we could just do it one at a time because we have to get the people unmuted.
Sure.
Thank you. Heath, can you unmute?
Actually, Heath, raise your hand so you should go up to the top.
No, not your hand, the hand.
Okay, now respond. You should be able to unmute yourself.
We're good. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, Linda. I'm joining you tonight from the community room at Fire Station 84 in Woodland Hills with some of the residents whose lives depend on the answers to the questions we're about to ask you. No pressure. Good evening, Mayor Bass, Heath Klein, Woodland Hills Warner Center Neighborhood Council, and it's great to see you again. I have the privilege of representing thousands of stakeholders of the Girard Tract for 24 years, where the proposed Woodland Hills Country Club development will place 398 units of housing in its first phase in the heart of a hillside very high fire zone with the narrowest substandard evacuation streets in the city. Streets that, if this development is approved, will become more dangerous. And as I'm sure David and Fahid have already told you, but because words alone can't convey the conditions on the ground, I want to personally extend an invitation to you to come to the area with me and community leaders where we can discuss solutions that you can implement immediately. Solutions that can help not just us, but the 13 bank NCs where territories inside them are very high fire zones, and across the entire city where the same problem exists in 12 of the 15 council districts. And we're so grateful for everything that Councilmember Blumenfield is doing locally and in Sacramento, and for planning doing their job. But neither Bob nor planning can do what a mayor can do. We need your personal involvement. The clock is running, fire season isn't waiting, and I want to introduce you to Elise, one of the community leaders.
Hi, Mayor Bass. I'm Elise Tyler. I am one of many concerned neighbors in the historic and diverse Girard Tract here in Woodland Hills, and we are here to ask for your help. At our first community meeting, we had 1,600 neighbors fill church pews. Everyone was genuinely scared of what could happen if this development is allowed. We have sent 2,400 emails to state and local officials. 3,444 petition signatures have been collected and counting. So this is not a small group. This is an entire community that deserves to be heard. And as he said, we have 2 narrow streets to evacuate our entire hillside neighborhood in an emergency. 2. So at what point does common sense prevail? You are the former Speaker of the California Assembly, so I think you know better than anyone how to move Sacramento, especially when lives are at stake. So we need you to do the things that only a mayor and a former Speaker can do. Please help save our community and our lives. I'm going to turn it over to Alex Raymond, another of our neighbors.
Hi, good evening. I'm Alex Raymond. I live in the neighborhood. I'm also a professional civil engineer. I live on Canoga Avenue. It's the only evacuation road on the west side of the golf course where the development is proposed. In comparing our neighborhood to the Palisades is on a grid roadway system with large standard street widths and sidewalks, which we do not have in our neighborhood. Just 500 feet from the proposed development driveway, Canoga is less than 24 feet wide with no sidewalks. And then slightly further south, going up into our neighborhood, it is less than 15 feet wide and fed by dozens of our canyon streets. The proposed project will add over 900 resident vehicles and more delivery and service vehicles to our streets, which are already overtaxed, making an exit in any type of emergency impossible by vehicle and even very difficult on foot. This is why any development in our high fire severity zone community needs to follow a standard review process that will provide for the necessary mitigation measures. That said, we live in a beautiful, historic, and diverse neighborhood, and as everyone's been saying, please accept our invitation to see it for yourself. It's truly a gem.
Thank you, Heath. Is that it for you?
Yep. Thank you.
Yes,
very
thank
much.
you. Yes, Mayor, please.
So let me just say that, I really appreciate, the invitation, and why don't I commit to come out within 2 weeks? The fire chief been there?
No.
Heath?
We have to.
Why don't we come together?
Yes.
The fire
Yeah. We'd
Why
like to
don't I-
host you one.
Good, but why don't I get the fire chief to come with me?
Yeah.
And we go and see the situation. Bob absolutely told me about it, and I told him that I would be happy to help facilitate a discussion with the governor, but I think it's much better if I come out there and see, and then bring the fire chief. My staff, well, the heat is on, the line. Let's get a date within 2 weeks so I can give the fire chief plenty of notice, and I will be happy to come out there, and then we'll take it from there. How's that? Always appreciate doing that. I mean, that's what I did in the Sepulveda Basin, and any opportunity I have to come out in person and meet with you places, or be shown different parts of the district. It's not like I'm a stranger from the valley. I lived in the valley at one point in my life, but still, as you all have said, as mayor, it's an entirely different city to me now than it was 4 years ago.
Thank you.